Welcome to Spotlight on the Arts. I'm Karen Stevens, your host for today. And today we'll be asking the question, are unions necessary? Joining me are our panel, Iris Acker, actress and producer of Spotlight on the Arts, Mr. Bill Hirschman, theater critic, Michael McKeever, actor and playwright, and our guest for today's show is Miss Irene Adjan, actress and Equity Liaison. Hi, Irene.
Hey, Karen.
So, you're from Actors Equity Association. You're our local Actors Equity Liaison.
That is correct.
So, give us a little bit of information about yourself first. How long have you been a member of Actors Equity? And how long have you been liaison, and what does the liaison do?
I've been a member of Actors Equity since 1988, so I guess that's 25 years. Oh my gosh. I was 5 when I joined. I am the liaison for Actors Equity. There are many cities throughout the country who are deemed liaison areas. They have to have a certain amount of equity actors that live in them. It is technical, like the union says, that is a liaison area because they have enough members to be such. Then the members of that area select, not elect, but select someone to represent them and be their liaison. And I have that dubious honor.
Liaison with the national organization, correct?
Correct. I am the local liaison to the national organization. I do have a committee as well who are also selected by the members of Equity in South Florida. And as a committee, we meet, we discuss things that are going on. It's a way of keeping open communication between the regions and the national office. And it works both ways. I have producers who call me with questions, or I don't know who to talk to in the national office about this or that. Technically, that's probably not my job. Or not my function, but I think it's valuable, to just whoever needs liaisoning. I can liaise.
Well, for the people that are watching who don't know exactly what the Actors Equity Union does for the local actors, could you give us a breakdown of what are the benefits of being a member of that union?
Sure. Like most unions, but they set standards of working conditions. They set minimum salaries. They provide a health and pension plan, safety concerns. They determine the amount of work hours you can work in a certain week, depending on what that salary is. Just basic work conditions, like a lot of people sort of either get from their own unions in whatever professions they have, or just sort of more assumed in quote unquote quote more normal jobs. People sort of, you work 9 to 5, you work 8:30 to 5:30, or what, things like that. The expectations sometimes on actors or artists or people who do things outside the norm, sometimes because it seems like a glamorous position to be in, or it's something like, oh, I've always wanted to be in a play or something. That gets lost. But we have lives, we have bills, we need health care as well. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, because some people do it as a hobby. It gets a little blurry that, no, this is my job, and I want it to be treated as such. I want to be treated like a professional.
Well, back in the day, tell me if I'm getting this right, this is your 100th birthday, not yours, but Actors Equity 100th birthday. But back in the day, one of the reasons it came about is because actors who love what they do would be taken advantage of by producers who would leave them stranded in the middle of the United States on a tour.
Back in the day.
That happened locally, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2 years ago, 3 years ago?
But yes.
And that that they are easily taken advantage of, and that this is a way of both voluntarily and to some degree involuntarily insisting that there are certain ways actors are treated as professionals.
Absolutely. It is a profession that it is. It is, this sounds negative, but it's somewhat ego-driven, and it's or driven by passion. It's something you love. You want to be in plays, you want to do these things, and you know, sometimes when you want something so badly like that, you're your own worst enemy, because sure, I'll do it for free, I'll do it, you know, and yet it's very easy to be taken advantage of. You know, we have lovely producers who treat it like a business, but you know, Lord